Shalom everyone. Shabbat Parashat Shelach Lecha. This week's parasha, God, the way it features here in Parashat Shelach Lecha, God tells Moshe Rabbeinu to send spies to see the land. Rashi comments straight away that in Chumash Dvarim it features otherwise. In Chumash Dvarim, what it says is, "V'tikrevun elai kulchem," that Bnei Israel all come to Moshe Rabbeinu, and they say, "Nishlecha anashim lefanenu." We want to send people to see the land. And the Mefarshim all say that's what actually happened. God agreed after Bnei Israel wanted, and Moshe asked God. God tells him, "Okay, go ahead, you can do that." But we know that those people that went to see the land, and originally it seemed to be a very practical thing. We want to go see the land, see what way to go, what are the good places, how things look there. Turned out to be an enormous tragedy for Bnei Israel. This has got to do with the problem of seeing, of our eyesight. Our eyesight is something that could be very confusing. We know, if we want to speak about relationships, that Chazal teach us that a person should not marry a woman before he sees her. I mean, there is a thought that maybe just from hearing about each other, a couple would say, well, okay, we want to get married. Chazal say, no, just in case, אסור לאדם שיישא אישה עד שיראנה, שמא תתגנה עליו. No, you need to make sure that there won't be something that's really keeping them away from each other. That's one side of things. But there's something else that Chazal teaches us, which is way more important, which is chen isha al ba'ala. Chen is, it's hard to translate the word properly. You could say, metziat chen is you see something you're fond of it, you like it, something like that. But chen in Hebrew is also the acronym of Chokhmat Nistar. Got to do with seeing something deeper inside, what's nistar, what's hidden inside. And Chazal are teaching us that really what matters is the chen. Not in Hebrew you use the expression mitziat chen. Mitziat chen means you like something, there's something you see that's good, it's nice. It doesn't have to necessarily be beauty, because what we often refer to as beauty, especially at the first sight, or beauty in first sight, is something very external. It's got to do with a lot of things that we've been, got to do with the environment that we're in, with the way people view things, with different things like that. Not necessarily has it got to do anything with the personality that we see, but proper beauty is harmony. If the harmony is only of the physical aspects outside, it's a certain level of harmony. If that also suits the internal sides, that's a much, much higher level. And that's the Metziat Chen. The Metziat Chen is when we see the proper harmony, the proper beauty of the connection between the neshama, and the ruach, and the nefesh, and the guf, and the everything fits together, and the two spouses, they fit together. That's why Chazal say, Chen Isha al Bala. Isha, that comes from the way it features in Chumash Breshit, Ish ve'Isha. Those are the basic names for the male and female, and it's got to do with the understanding that together they create the Yud from the man and the He from the woman. They create Shem Hashem. They create the completion, a proper performance in the life, something that actually features in the life in a proper way. That's the Metziat Chen. And we need to be very careful. We need to understand that when looking at things, we need to look at what's actually there, not at the external looks at things. If you look at things externally, then it can end out like a Chet HaMeraglim, with a big tragedy. We know that when God sends Abraham the first time to Israel, he doesn't take a risk over there. He says, El Aretz Asher Ar'eka. He says, I'll show you the land. You could have told him where to go to, and Abraham would go there and he'd see the land. He'd tell him, Lech tireh et haaretz. No, I'll show you. I'll show you how to look at it. I'll show you how to appreciate it. I'll show you all the good aspects of it. So we need to learn in life not to pay too much attention to the external looks, and put a big effort on getting to know each other properly. And then, Baruch Hashem, there'll be Metziat Chen and Shechina and Kedusha and Tara. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.